And then fifth, rejoice. Rejoice because you're free. What Matthew's trying to tell us again and again and again is exile is over and Jesus, God has returned. And he is restoring his people. You say, well, hold on, I was never in exile. I live in America. Well, don't speak too soon. But one of the things we're going to learn in Matthew is that he comes to show us that the problem was never Egypt, and the problem was never Assyria, and the problem was never Rome. Physical exile is not our greatest problem. Yes, the people of God are in exile under the authority of Rome here, but Jesus comes to take care of the enemy ultimately behind the enemy. Our war is not against people. It never has been. It's not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers and authorities and cosmic powers over this present darkness, the spiritual forces of evil. So you say, well, I wasn't in exile physically. That's true, but the real enemy was never Egypt or Babylon or Rome. The enemy's back of them, and without Christ, we were enslaved to them. We were enslaved not to Rome, but to Satan, sin, and death. And Jesus comes to free us through a new exodus, this liberating event, the cross. I love Luke chapter 9. Luke chapter 9 is this story. It's the transfiguration. Maybe you're familiar with it. And you have Moses and Elijah, and you have Jesus. And they're talking about what Jesus was about to accomplish. He's going to the cross. He's going to Jerusalem. And the word there is his departure. They were speaking of Jesus' departure that he was about to accomplish in Jerusalem. I don't know why the English Bibles don't do this, because the Greek word there is Exodus. Moses, the founder of the law, Elijah, the head of the prophets, is speaking about this king's coming exodus that he was about to accomplish in Jerusalem on the cross. This Messiah, this new Moses, he leads us out of exile, out of the grip of the curse. And so rejoice, Christian, you're free. You're free from the grip of Satan. He has no hold over you. Because he has no hold, he cannot claim anything of the Son of God. Therefore, he cannot claim anything on you. Well, that's good news. He's been bound by the cross and resurrection. His days are numbered. You're free. You're free from Satan. You're free from sin. You're free from both the penalty of sin and the power of sin. The legal aspect, we deserved judgment. We deserved condemnation. Jesus paid it all. But not only that, there's this double grace. He frees us from the power of sin as well. And so if you've trusted Christ, the penalty of sin's been taken care of. There's no condemnation, but you are being freed by the power of the Spirit from the power of sin. That means that you can make progress. You are no longer enslaved to sin. You can be free in your life. Victory has been purchased for us. That's why we sing, we pray, be of sin the double cure. Save from wrath and make me pure. Freed from sin. Freed from death. Freed from the sting of death. That's why we can boast. Oh, death, where is your victory? Death is something that we can no longer fear, but we can embrace. We can reckon with. You really can't live well until you're ready to die well, and we're free. Death is no longer a period for the believer, it's just a comma. Free from the power and sting of death. We're free forever, we're free. Come join the song of all the redeemed. Even that word, redeem, redemption. It's an Exodus word. It means to buy back. It's first used in Exodus chapter 6. Let me read it to you. I am the Lord. I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will deliver you from slavery to them, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great acts of judgment. And so when we think of redemption, we need to think new Exodus. Freed, delivered, no longer enslaved to sin, Satan, and death. God's redeemed us. He's defeated our enemies. He's purchased our freedom. Jesus is our gracious Redeemer. So rejoice, Christian. No guilt, no shame, no curse, no chains. New life you gave, Redeemer. My debt is paid. My soul now saved. Oh God, you came, Redeemer.